On September 25, 2017, the Kurdistan Regional Government held its independence referendum. Reportedly, 92% of people voted in favor of independence for the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Mainstream media reports suggest concerns in the rollout of the referendum. Opposition within the KRG came from many sources, including concerns from the main opposition, which has been forcibly removed from Erbil and from participating effectively in Kurdistan region politics. Free Assyrian sources in Iraq, on condition of confidentiality for the time being, reported the following on the referendum from within the KRG. Referendum administrators went door to door, taking a census of voting age inhabitants, which is seen as a means to determine which homes did not participate and create pressure to force voting. On September 25th, district directors in Assyrian neighborhoods were calling people at home if they did not vote, in order to suggest they vote as soon as possible, which is seen as a means of delivering an implicit threat. Free Assyrian activists sent a few voters to voting stations to make observations, and they noted the low number of voters at polling stations in Assyrian neighborhoods. These preliminary observations will be the focus of future reports by AMB Spotlight, as more information is gathered and verified. Images, such as videos surfacing of yes ballot being signed by referendum staff over and over again, indicate the farcical nature of the Kurdistan Democratic Party referendum. Iraq-based Sepyane have all been public in supporting the Kurdistan region's referendum, at the expense of the national interest of Assyrians. Sepyane Emmanuel Yohanna, the head of Christian aid program Nohadra Iraq, proudly declared his support for Kurdish independence and annexation of the Nineveh Plain. Sepyane Anno Abdulka, who publicly declared, "If you want to help the Christians, help Kurdistan to get independence," only showed his full support of Kurdish nationalism against Assyrian interests. Lara Yusuf, the Kurdistan region dictatorship's representative of Al-Qush, celebrated the referendum and has altered the seal for the town of Al-Qush to sign it away to Duhok Governorate of the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Adel Marogi Jaju, the Kurdistan region dictatorship's representative of Tel Kepe, also signaled his public support for the referendum. Sepyane Romeo Hakkari was an active member of the Supreme Council for the referendum of the independence of the Kurdistan region. Wahida Hormuz, head of the Chaldean Syriac Assyrian Popular Council, also declared support for the referendum in the KRG legislature. Several of these Sepyane and anti-Assyrians have interesting sources of support in the United States of America. Free Assyrians will need to mobilize to resist the expansion of their influence in America, as well as in occupied Assyria. The Kurdish nationalist imposed Adel Marogi Jaju was installed by Masoud Barzani's Kurdistan Democratic Party. After the legal mayor, Bassem Bellu, was forcibly removed from his post by the Kurdistan Democratic Party. The Kurdistan region dictatorship's representative for Tel Kepe, Adel Marogi Jaju, was publicly championed by Asad Kalashu. Asad Kalashu is a Michigan-based Christian Iraqi businessman who used social media to publicly declare, "We, the Tel Kepe Christian Council, pushed Mr. Adel Marogi Jaju to take the position. We pushed for it from all angles." The Christian councils identified by Kalashu were created by the Kurdistan Democratic Party through Sepyane Serkis Aghajian, a senior KDP member. Kalashu's son, Nathan Kalashu, also used social media to publicly congratulate the Kurdistan region dictatorship's representative for Tel Kepe. Asiyat Kalashu's support for dictatorial regime in occupied Assyria is not new. In 2004, the Detroit Free Press, Fox News, and other media outlets revealed that presidential nominee George W. Bush's campaign finance team returned Kalashu's donations due to Kalashu's business relations with dictator Saddam Hussein. In 2004, Fox News reported, the Republican National Committee will return a $25,000 check it received from Kalashu in May. By colluding with the Kurdistan Democratic Party in forcibly removing Bassem Bellu, Asad Kalashu reinforced the perpetuation of the political culture among some Christian Iraqis that embraces inequality and oppression targeting Assyrians. Saddam Hussein's dictatorship has been replaced with Masoud Barzani's dictatorship, and Kalashu's efforts from the diaspora reflect a consistent political culture of accepting and legitimizing dictatorships. The Kalashus currently lead and operate a Chaldean Syriac Assyrian charter school in Michigan and are seeking to open a new charter school for our people in Illinois. This will empower those like Kalashu who actively foster the oppression and inequality of our people in occupied Assyria. Assyrians who oppose our oppression are encouraged to mobilize against the expansion of Asad Kalashu's influence in the Assyrian American community here and in our homeland. Sapienta Wahida Hormuz's agenda in Iraq is supported in the U.S. by Dr. Odisho Hoshaba, a U.S.-based representative of the Chaldean Syriac Assyrian Popular Council. Odisho Hoshaba is quoted in Breitbart stating that Assyrians participated in the referendum in huge numbers and the vast majority voted yes. It is clear the Christians realize where their interests lay. Sepiana Odisho Hoshaba recently helped facilitate an event in the Chicago area, hosting U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary Joseph Pennington. The Assyrian Confederation of Europe recently issued the most comprehensive report to date, detailing the persecution of free Assyrians by the authorities of the Kurdistan Regional Government. The report, entitled Erasing Assyrians: How the KRG Abuses Human Rights, Undermines Democracy, and Conquers Minority Homelands, demonstrates the extent of Sepiana Odisho Hoshaba's lies about the Kurdistan region. A summary list of the forms of persecution of free Assyrians contained in the report include enabling ISIS genocidal violence against Assyrians, economic discrimination and disempowerment, electoral disenfranchisement and political suffocation, demographic manipulation, massive state-facilitated land theft, Kurdification of Assyrian history, constitutional discrimination and prejudice, denial of freedom of speech, targeted intimidation of state secret police, and murder with impunity. Masoud Barzani's referendum is illegitimate in the eyes of the Iraqi authorities and irresponsible and politically destructive in the eyes of the U.S. and significant European governments. The referendum was supported in occupied Assyria by people such as Lara Yusuf, Adel Marogi Jaju, and Wahida Hormuz. Their activities have been supported from the United States by Christian Iraqis such as Asad and Nathan Kalashu, as well as Sipiane such as Odisho Hoshaba. Assyrians who reject inequality, political servitude, and oppression clearly must mount a resistance in occupied Assyria and in diaspora.